let's rattle through a couple of sell highs each here, next, Cal. So we're talking sell highs. Throw me a player who you think you can cash in right now.
So I'm going to go with Zion Williamson.
Oh, okay.
I think you could sell high on him because one of the knocks that he had is he couldn't really get any assists at all. I
Yeah.
guess he was averaging kind of 2.5 or around 2 for most of, I guess, this season. But recently, that scheme out at New Orleans has kind of changed a bit. He's actually running the point forward role a lot more,
Yeah.
and his assists has been really good. He's been
Yeah.
he's got above 4 assists over the past few games. He had a 7 assist game, 6-5-5. So that's rising. I'll see what I guess he's putting up in the past couple weeks. Um, but even his points is going up. That field goal is still there. His free throw percentage over the past 14
It's been
days is
improving.
actually at
It has been.
80% on about
Yeah.
8
Yeah.
attempts a game as well. So that's huge. If you're on like a punt kind of free throw team and you're like, you know what, maybe there's someone else out there to, if he's doing so well, I don't know, you could get rid of him. But he definitely, he's averaging 27, 5 and 5 over the past 14 weeks, which is huge. And I
Yeah.
feel like it is, if he keeps maintaining these minutes, he should maintain this because as I said, they are running through him a lot more now. So the assist
Yeah.
should still be there.
I think for me the key there is the free throw percentage. Now he's someone who is shooting a lot of attempts at 7.5 attempts on the season at 71%. So whilst that doesn't sound awful, it is enough to really drain your percentages, especially if you're going up against teams that have a lot of positive free throw shooters. So if that's something that you are concerned about, based on his recent form of free throw shooting, maybe you could sell high on that and sort of try and convince owners that he is going to be this 80+% free throw shooter moving forward. I don't think he will be this year, but maybe he figures it out in future years. But I just think this year there will be a bit more inconsistency with the free throws. Also, his steals and blocks have been trending up recently. And it's something that we did see in college, and we sort of thought that that's what was going to make him elite in fantasy in the pros. But in his first season and start this year, that wasn't there and sort of gave us some pause for doubt. So whether or not you think that that's going to continue, so obviously he's nearly averaging a block per game in the last sort of, a block and a steal per game in the last couple of weeks. Whether or not you think that that's going to continue, and obviously the 1.6 turnovers. So the 1.6 turnovers, that will not continue either. He's obviously going to turn the ball over more as well. So that's why he's ranked 11th at the last 2 weeks, which I think is really high. But yeah, to me, it's the free throws and the turnovers that are boosting his rank higher than what we have seen at this season. And if you don't care about those things, then great, hold on to him, keep him. But if you do, use this opportunity to sell high.
Yeah, exactly. He's killing it right now.
Yeah.
So if there's someone out there who's maybe a top 20 value and you can use Zion as a bit of an asset to get him, if he fits your team, it could be worthwhile.
I think you could get someone of really high value for Zion at the moment. So you could even get like potential first rounder back for him. Even if I know Anthony Davis, we started as a buy low before. He is injured right now, but maybe closer to the time when he's back, you could even maybe float out and off and try and get someone like Anthony Davis back in your team because Zion's just exciting and everyone loves it. So everyone wants him on their fantasy team. I'll throw out one more sell high guy, and it is pretty textbook, and maybe a bit of an obvious one, but you'll be surprised. Some people are pretty keen to get this guy into your team, and that is Enes Kanter. Obviously, Yusuf Nurkic has had that injury to his wrist or hand, broken hand or wrist, I'm not quite sure. And he will eventually be coming back, and he will be the starting center again. And Enes Kanter is taking advantage of that opportunity right now and is just absolutely killing it. In the last couple of weeks, he is, let me get up my thing. He's ranked 80th in the last couple of weeks, averaging 13.5 rebounds, 13 points, big field goal percentage boost. He's nearly been averaging a block per game, which is just ridiculous for him. He's coming off a game where he got 21 rebounds. So to me, that just screams sell high because he is not going to be starting on this team once Nurkic is back. And some people will be fooled by that and forget about our boy Nurk.
Yeah, that's it. He's so many rebounds. He's putting up pretty much 13 and 13 great field goal. I guess the almost a blocker game is kind of helping you as well. So he definitely is worth. If you can make a trade with him now, you just have to flip the switch because Nurkic is on his way.
Yeah. And sometimes like those points and rebounds numbers just pop out at people and people are just drawn to them a bit more and they forget to look at the rest of the statistics. So obviously he's not hitting any threes. He's not getting any steals or any assists. His free throw percentage has been so all those things have been dragging his rank down, but people just look at those, oh my God, look at all those points and rebounds, and they'll want him on their side just because those numbers just pop out and there's such big numbers on those categories. That people will be like willing to pay more than what he's worth. So if you can get a top 50 or even just a top 75 or top 80 player for Enes Kanter, I think you pull the trigger because that will be long-term value, whereas Kanter's value right now is just in the short term.